Good morning, beautiful beings. Welcome to my channel. Ni Wingish Ni Bay Majeki Kwe, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, your friendly freaky Irish medicine woman. And, well, of course, my birth names. Christiana Carr, Chris Carr, Superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. So I'm wearing my blue in honor of World Autism Day because, well, hey, my 15-year-old is on the spectrum. And from what I've been studying, learning about his unique self and what issues he's dealing with, what unique challenges maybe that he's got to deal with. It reminds me a lot of myself. My father said so. My daddy said so too when he came up. I haven't seen my father in a long time. But anyways, said I remind him a lot of, or Liam reminded him a lot of me and how I would just spout out random things and stuff when I was younger too. So, and I actually got a video. Does this mean I have autism? I've been watching all these autism videos. I got a playlist just on autism in boys and then in how it shows up in women, and a lot of it's been undiagnosed, right? So, anyways, I see Liam. I don't. He was just diagnosed just a few years ago. 2015, I believe it was, although we had seen, there was things coming up beforehand. I think it was about grade 3 was the first mention of the spectrum. And, I just looked at him as a unique being, right? I'm not about drugging my kids, not against anything, right? I know things work in balance, right? And it doesn't work for one, it might work for another, right? So I'm not about being against stuff, right? What you resist persists, right? I've learned that too. So I'm like, no, just let everything be. And what is it here to teach me, right? If I'm having an emotional charge to it or something, what's it telling me about me, right? What is it, the lesson that I need to learn here? That's for me anyway. That's how I look at it. That's what helps me through. Anyways, so let's get moving on here. I got a couple appointments today. One. Yeah, just one. Just one today. We had the SNAP program done last week, so need to go in and talk to the worker that was working with Seth. Yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. How's everybody's weekend going? It was pretty good then. Okay, let's get moving on to the smudge then, right? Enough with the chit-chat. Let's get down to business here. Okie dokie. Hot chocolate. Okay. Oh, look at the hot chocolate on my chin. Excuse me. That's distracting when you can see yourself. Anybody else have that? I try not to sit there and stare at myself. But I'm so funny looking sometimes. Okay. Weirdo. Alrighty. Let's go. Sage. That's what we do. That's how we do it, man. This is how we roll. We do our sage first. We clear that smudging off. We smudge it off. I love that. It's a sign at a friend's house. I'm all peace and love and a little ghost. Smudge yourself. Kind of true. Yes. Alright. Okie dokie. There we go. Get her going. Oh, yeah. Vibes is changing. There's lots of change coming. Who feeling that? Is that the spring? Some new growth in there, maybe. What's going on for you, beautiful peoples? Okay. Smudge. Oh, let's do the scarf. Beautiful scarf, eh? Oh, yeah. It was a beautiful gift. Right? We want to feel the truth, speak the truth with words of beauty and kindness, right? We want to see the truth with our physical eyes and see the truth within with our third eye. Hear the beautiful words and the truth spoken to us from spirit, from all those around us. Ow, it's all over the aura. It's all over the aura. So the sage cleanses the negative energies or entities, how you believe, right? Now I was just reading up on sweetgrass. Let that wave all over you. There you go. There, smell that. Oh, there. You are your unique being. Yeah, this world's such a beautiful place with you in it. Let your unique vibe shine, no matter how your brain's wired. We're all wired for our own specific purpose, right? Great oneness divine makes no mistakes. That's the infinite wisdom. I mean, and we see from our human eyes. And do they ever deceive us? Don't they? We say, don't believe it until I see it. Yet there are some things, those optical illusions and things like that. So how can we truly, actually believe that we actually see the truth when we see it with our own eyes? When they can be fooled so easily, right? What are magicians and stuff? So really, can we really trust only our eyes to tell us the truth, that we actually have to physically see it to believe it? Do we physically see the air? And do we say, oh, I don't see it, it's not there? Interesting. I don't know why that just came up, but that just came up. Right, believe. Beautiful, beautiful beings. We are all wired for our unique purpose, right? And I love that. I've seen the signs. Of course, it doesn't come from me. Not at all, but I love it. It's not disabilities, it's altered abilities. I really like that. It's altered, okay? Because it's not disabled, right? We work towards other things, right? Because I don't see, like, my 15-year-old is not disabled, right? Not in any way. Poses some challenges because I think it just makes him more stubborn, maybe, right? Said from a baby, he's persistent. Like, use it for good and not evil, whoa, right? Because, of course, that tenacity, persistence, to persevere, all those things are wonderful qualities, right? But they could work for us, or we could use them to work against us too, right? Or others, right? So, yeah, whatever it is that you do, right? It's altered abilities. What's your altered ability? I think we all have them, because we don't all work exactly the same, right? We're all made out of the same stuff. So what's your altered abilities, right? What's your unique flavor that you have discovered in yourself? Might be somebody else might have pointed it out, but something that that you realize in yourself that comes, from your infinite wisdom, the source, that's seeking and finding in that loyalty, right? Going inside and finding that within you. Okay, we still haven't called all them in. We've just done the smudges, so let's just keep going. I saw somebody had popped in and then just popped out. That's okay. Whoops. Alrighty then. Okay, here we go. Morning star, how beautiful we all are. Thank you for coming in today and showing us, enlightening the A-way, or the way, infinite wisdom, true source there. Okay, there is nothing more wise than that infinite wisdom. No human being on earth, no being human, right, has the intelligence of that ultimate divine source, whatever you call it, right? So let's defer to that. Okay, ultimate source, what's the lessons that are out there today that we can reflect on, or any day we're watching this, or anytime we need to? We'll first start off by calling in back all of our energies to ourselves here. And we call in the energies of the East, the path of the illumination, the place of man, the place of fire. And then we call in the South, the place of water, the emotions, the innocence, the child. And over here we call in the West, the place of introspection, the woman, the earth, the physical. And up into the North, calling back all of our energies from the North. That's our wisdom years. That's the mental, the air. Did I miss one? I think that's it. Okay, so there, calling back the air. All those energies and elements back into us to be fully, wholly here. And now we walk our red road from childhood up into the South. Childhood is the north, and we go. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I just made some new medicine. Maybe I need to lessen on the tincture and get, lessen the drum. So we went from the south to the north, right? Childhood to adulthood in the north. Adulthood. Adulthood. Here we go again. I can blame it on the medicine, but I know my vibes is starting to pick up. Spirit's coming up. Look at the sun coming up. These beautiful days, right? And my birthday's in June. So here we go. Special thing happens on my birthday, and I'm so excited. Also excited sisters coming around. All right. Okay. So, excuse me. Back on track, right? That sharing, that powwow, getting excited. And the 25th, I said my birthday's coming in June. The 25th, that's my birthday, June 25th. Alrighty, okay, Spirit, let's stay on track here. Okay, you're distracting me. So, and then, right, the road of Spirit goes from the east to the west as the sun, right? Self-sacrifice makes that life sacred, right? Where we return from to which we came, right? At that road, the east. It's also the way we come into the life. Go in and go out, right? East to the west. Peyote ceremony. We find those new abilities deep within us, right? Above, whoops, below, and within. I'm leaving that one down there because it just wanted to make its own thing. Here we are all together. And isn't that funny? I'm talking about these altered abilities. And doesn't that ability come up, right? We look at these as new abilities. It's not something that makes us less than, okay? It's a unique purpose. We're all here to serve. But really all for the same thing, that love and acceptance of all. Right? No one right way. It's about learning and loving and growing. Right? Yeah. Live and learn, you love and learn, right? Living and loving and learning. That's what we do. Okay, got to be laughing too. Best medicines. So, I'm going to do the Morning Star. Right, and this card fell down there. It was just calling, saying, hello, you forgot about me. West Shield. That was on the bottom of the deck as I started. So it's looking that within. The introspection and the goals, right? How are you uniquely wired for your unique purpose? What is that for you, right? I mean, we don't have to be on the spectrum. We all have our own altered abilities because we're not identical to that person beside us. My cousin put a cute little video out. Mrs. Kit, check it out. About the unique. Oh, that was so cute. Of course, she does a camera thing, but she says something about the twins. There's only one of everybody except for twins. And God said, you're so special. There need to be two of you. She's so cute. Ah, Mrs. Kit, I love you so much. Anyways, that was very cute. So we're all individuals. We're not meant to all be the same. Okay? So what is the unique flavor you bring to this world, right? Okay, because we're all being human, of course. So that's one of the same things, but we're all unique in this wondrous universe. Like, whoa. Okay, made of the same stuff, but still, each so unique. All different colors of the rainbow, all different pieces of the puzzles, however you want to think about it, right? You look inside you. What is your unique abilities? What's your special flavor, right? What is the purpose you're wired specially for? You know the answers. Get in touch with that infinite wisdom, right? In and find it. Go in and find it. Infinite wisdom. Connection to our divine source, whatever you call that. Okay, so West Shield just wanted to sit up there. We're going to sit him up here, over here, top of the chariot. And we'll get into our reading. So, the vibe going through the day for all the day. We start with over here. And there. Okay, that's the animal walking with it. And then we have the blessings and gifts for today that we can be grateful for all the live long days. And over here. And then over here we have the challenge or the lesson in the day for today. All right, and then up at the top of this beautiful spread, this Morning Star spread, we have the gifts and the gifts from Morning Star. Oh, and I just heard something on my little Bible app I did in the morning that Jesus referred to himself as the Morning Star. Oh, there's a gift from Jesus. Hasn't he given us enough? No. Well, that time's coming. Remember, as of that example, no matter what you believe, it's a great example for being human and loving everyone, right? And not picking and choosing, right? Because what did he say? I'm not here for the righteous, right? The righteous don't need saving, right? So, right. Hello, Weirdo. Okay, so, and the grandfather's son. Gift from grandfather's son. It's right here. And then, of course, our gift to share. What is it? We're uniquely wired for. I know I'm picking one card for everyone, but it's for you to take out of that what that says to you. Might be one word that triggers off into a whole bunch of other things, right? Or, oh, let me look that up, right? Whatever. I get that a lot of times. There's a word like, oh, I don't know what that means. I look it up and then it sends me off into a whole other direction. And I discover so much more. Anyway, so let's go for our gifts to share out today. Finding that in ourselves personally, because it's very personal to each one of us. Now we're here. There we go. Okay, so we're looking inside how we're uniquely wired for our abilities there, because it was the abilities that was over in the West as well, right? And then this West Shield. So introspection to look inside at our abilities. I don't know if you remember that. Maybe look back. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I don't know. When I picked up that left, we're calling in all the energies, the West Shield. I'm sure that said the hummingbird, the new abilities. We're looking inside for our unique abilities. Unique. What is your special purpose here? What is your special purpose? It's between you and your creator, right? You signed up or he gave you the job, whatever it is. That leadership, you lead your own life, right? In the way, according to, right, your connection to source. Not lead your own life as if you know better than anyone or anything, right? It's that keeping in mind that there's that higher intelligence, that infinite intelligence, that ultimate source, that creator of all, whatever you call it, right? And letting that lead and guide us. We have our own free will, right? But are we willing to follow? That's what I tell my children. The best leaders know how to follow. The best leaders help to lift others up, right? It's not like, oh, get behind me. You lift me up because I'm leading. Get me higher, right? It's not about that, okay? So lead with a sacred heart. Align your heart with your creator source, with love, and let that lead your way. Oh, see, unlimited potential. So that one to come up here. You have that unlimited potential and the seeking and finding and creating that in yourself, right? Let that lead the way. The void contains everything, all possibilities. Or maybe it's opening up to that potential miracle, right? Opening up and allowing that to come into you. See the reflection of that divine that you are, right? Because we are all. See that reflection in all. And let that lead the way, that we are all part of this great oneness divine. Let's do everything with that in our minds. Suggestion. I'm not being bossy here. Maybe. That's so. Lead. Find that clarity in who you are. Your own unique flavor. It comes from within you. Within the infinite wisdom within you. Because we all have it. We're all connected to that. So, our daily theme today, or what's running through today. Here's that smoke signals, our intents. Let's focus on our intent. What is our intentions? What do we intend to be when we grow up? What do we want to be when we grow up? Right? We can set those intentions out in front of us. Oh, I think that was coming up to me. Was that in a dream I was having or something? About the tarot, the readings and stuff like that. Like for me, here, what we're doing here is not telling the future, predicting future, or whatever. It's about in that moment, tapping into now, into your own source within you, right? And the lessons that we will all experience, no exceptions, right? These are life lessons that we will all go through. And we need to look at those intentions that we have. Like, I still watch the tarot readers and I love them. I do not think that's evil, bad, nothing. It's those intentions that are behind it. Everything flows from our intentions, right? But then there are those that say, well, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? But it's lining up your actions with those good intentions. You know what I mean? I don't know. That congruency, right? Like, I want a peaceful world. I'm intending to bring more peace in the world, right? And so I'm doing things that flow out of my intention to bring more peace into the world. Instead of I want to bring more peace in the world, but I can't see that anything that I can do, so I'm just going to go beat up this guy over here. Whatever it is, I don't know, pick a random. You know what I mean? So you can have that tension and still not act on that, right? But once you tap into that intention and you know, and you let that lead you, right? And your integrity. The intention, integrity. Intention, integrity. It all comes from within, right? That's Swan. Graceful, but Swan, you know. Swan is so beautiful. But those who've ever gotten too close, right? We've said this before. Swan can gracefully come and bite your ass. She will gracefully bite your ass. He, she, right? The transformation that Swan goes through from this ugly little duckling, I still think is very cute, to this beautiful, graceful Swan. Look at the beauty that we hold for those, you know, the reverence we hold for a beautiful swan, right? But if Swan has that reputation, do not get too close. And that's where, oh, I was saying you got to open up to that grace, and here we have grace. You got to open up and allow that grace to come in, right? Grace and ease. We can learn our lessons with grace and ease. For me personally, you say, oh, I work best under pressure. And boy, did it ever turn on the pressure for me, right? So what's that intention? Do I want to learn from all the hearts, or do I want to learn with grace and ease? Because we make it harder on ourselves, right? If we're trying to fit in to somebody else's idea of who we are, no matter who that person is, right? It's got to come from within, right? Or we can't maintain that, right? Because that intention is then it's not our intentions. We're living somebody else's intention. Open up and gracefully be you, right? No matter what. And you have to gracefully bite somebody's ass. You go ahead and, you know, to keep those boundaries. If somebody's not respecting your boundaries and your sacred space, how about that, right? Then, hello. They need to be on the outer side of the circle, right? But that starts with us respecting ourselves and knowing that. In that retreat, we got to retreat to go within there and find out, what is that within us? How are we specially wired? We talked on a video before about your passions being maybe a hint to what your purpose might be here, right? I mean, our purpose is to love and spread light and learn what this means to be in this physical body and experience this being human, right? And then return to the source and, you know, bring that expansion back and all that we've learned. My beliefs. Remember, I'm not here to change anybody's. I hope nothing I say gets you to turn on those blockers, because sometimes we miss. So let's not get picky on the words, right? But it all comes down to really, truly, for peace on earth. If we're all intending this peace on earth, right, to live with grace and ease, we must respect. And it starts here, begins within, respecting our own sacred space, the sacred body that we are in. Oh yeah, it's sacred. God made it. Anything that God created, creator created, source created, is sacred. Everything, right? And we make that sacred by honoring that and being thankful for that and retreating into these little beings and going, how you doing in there? You know, it's okay, sweetie. I got you. I'm here for you. Okay? Be there. What is it that we can do? Right? And once we respect ourselves, too. That doesn't mean everybody's going to respect us, but we can recognize it when somebody's not. Right? So it begins within. So retreat. Find that special space for you, your sacred space, and create that. Not just in here, you know, a little place, maybe a prayer room, a little altar for you, whatever it is. Sometimes we need that little physical space. And sometimes if we find it, then we can go to it in our minds. And sometimes that's enough too, right? Brain does not know what's really going on and what's not, right? So how can we trust these physical eyes and this physical brain? Right? No, we got to go deeper in there, right? Right down into that center of your being. That sacred center. There's the space. Okay, so here is the challenge today, is that returning home. Sometimes it's hard to find those quiet times to return to that space within you. You know, this is the shawl that represents the shawl that's at home. You know, you see grannies in their shawls or something. It's a nice warmth place. You feel safe and protected. So that might be a bit of a challenge today, but it's not impossible. Okay, we can get there in our own ways. So what's that? That's self-reflection, right? To find that time could be a challenge today, but you know, every little bit counts, right? Right? Something like that. Don't take too long. And just kind of clears out some stuff so you can get in a little bit deeper, right? Because Blue Heron's about that deep dive, getting into that deep dive. So today might not be the day for the deep dive. We can get a little bit down, right? But not staying on the surface. So I'm trying to get down just a little bit more, okay? Because we don't want to get all the way to the bottom and then we have a hard time getting up because now we're stuck in the mud down there, right? We don't get stuck in the mud. We want to return home to who we truly are, to that sacred space within inside of us. Okay, so find that quiet time, those quiet moments, even if it's just taking that breath. Okay, tap into that. Could be a challenge today, but or the lesson on how to do that. But it's that returning home. That's all the theme today. That returning home, seeing that reflections, letting that spirit guide you, right? Your free will, choosing to align with love and light. And then your actions flowing from that. Okay, and here is our gift from the Morning Star. That nurturing, right? Oh, I love that one. Come to me, all ye who are laden with heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Something like that, right? That's something that Jesus says. Come to me, I'll give you rest. You know, the fight is already done. There's no need to fight. Look at all the fighting that's happened on this world already, okay? It's not time to fight anymore. It's time to shine a light. Let's not fight. Let's shine a light, and shine it big and shine it bright, okay? We all need to do that. That's where we need to get aggressive, by shining our lights, being true to who we are, right? Dang right. Sage Swan is so graceful, but will be aggressive in protecting its sacred space. And it's not going to fight. No. Just gracefully bite your ass. It'll make the point, right? That honkin'. Who really gets that close? Who's really been bitten by Swan? You know, because you're hightailing it out of there when this great big bird comes chasing after you, honking as loud as it does, right? So, we don't have to fight. But we need to be aggressive in shining that light and loving this world to peace. Right? Not pieces. To that peace. True peace within the soul. Okay? Let's go with the peace within the soul. Maybe that time Carol Burnett is starting to come affect me, that energy, because I've been watching the Carol Burnett show. Love it! Okay, anyways. Weirdo. Nurturing that self. Right? We need to do that self-care, taking care of ourselves, tapping into that divine source within us, whatever that is for you, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Buddha, you know, I can't say them all, excuse me. For you, okay? Whatever that is for you, tap into that, and that nurturing, and that intent, and find that peacefulness in there. Not the fighting, not, oh, you must go kill people if they disagree with you. No, that is not nurturing. Sure, that can be very aggressive, but that's not nurturing. So, might not sound like aggressive and nurturing go together, but, you know, like that mother nurturing that sick child, right, is aggressive against that illness, to fight off that illness, right, to help that body. Shine a light on that illness and get it out of there, right? So, that's what we can do. That's nurturing. That's it. Thank you, Morning Star. That's our gift from Morning Star. It's helping us, supporting us in that today. You know, little bits every day. It's little bits, right? One step at a time. Our power is now. Hour to power, right? It says hour of power. I'm reading that backwards. Hour to power. Okay. A ritual of joy. Tap into that joy inside you and let that lead you. Right? Let's be in the intentions to overflow with joy so that everybody, and let that flow out of us with grace and ease, right? All that love and that light and that joy, let it flow out of us with grace and ease. right? Spirit coming through us when we tap into that joy. Grandfather, son, well, eagle flies closest to grandfather, son. They say eagle flies closest to great spirit, right? To our great oneness divine. Oh, that's a wonderful journey. I would highly recommend. That happened for me one time on a journey, and I'm like, okay, I found out I was Eagle Clan, and then I thought, no, I'm going to be looking for Eagle then. I'm not looking for Eagle. And I could hear it. And this is it. The most visual, most audio journey I'd ever had. It was so amazing. And I thought, no, I hear eagle. No, I'm putting eagle in the sky. Of course, I'm going to look up and eagle's going to be there because, of course, I really want to see eagle because I just found out I'm Eagle Clan. I'm like, no, no, no. So I'm ignoring looking up in the sky, and the path comes out before me, right? I'm on a journey in my head here, visualization, and there's the forest there, and out of the forest there came these, is it 3 silhouettes or 2? I know for sure bear and a wolf or maybe a coyote there. It was. But they weren't coming clear, right? So I was stepping a bit closer, and all of a sudden, whoop, this thing came right in front of me. Great big brown thing right in front of me. Anyway, this thing came down right in front of me, and I couldn't tell what it was. I had to step back, and here was this huge, giant eagle. Like, oh my goodness. I'm getting tingles right now thinking about it because I've never had an experience like that with visualizations. It was really powerful. Went through on a flight with eagle through water flows, flying into the waters and up, and it was like I just got this feeling flying right through fear into exuberance, right? Look at that. I love roller coasters, right? The fear that comes, and then you shoom, right? And then you get past it, and it's like, wow, right? Your adrenaline goes, whatever it is. I don't know. Might not be roller coasters for you, but is there something that you were so scared of that once you did it, there was just this burst of, yeah, that's that joy I'm talking about, right? That's just so exciting. You want to go do it again and get you in touch with that little inside. It's so cute, right? So that's our gift from Grandfather Son. It's that hour of power, that ritual of joy. Think back. What are the things that brings you joy? What's one little thing that you can do that brings you joy? It might not have to take long, like me, just to get up and dance to a song. My kids, when I'd had the Energy 97, or when they were playing that happy song a lot, we just cranked that up. It's just one song, but they knew. They'd come running, and we all, do our little groovy dance together, and then song's over. Everybody goes back to what they were doing. But we always get those little moments, right? It's the quality of the time, not the quantity of the time. It's spending little bits, right? So it might be a challenge to return to your home today, into your center, and do that deep dive. But every little bit counts, right? Every little bit makes a difference. Every little bit connects you more and more to that joy. Okay? That love inside, that piece of what we all are, the same. That spirit ignites us. Whatever you call it. Nope, you can't tell me it's different. I believe it is all the same, no matter what you call it. And here we go, our gift to share. The Moon Lodge, that retreat, right? Sharing that, because we've gone in. Here's retreat again, right? Double. Coming in and finding that within you. Because if we take that time to retreat, we find those gifts we have to share without. That's our gift to share, right? And to see past the illusions of who everyone else said we were to who we truly are, right? To look at who we are leading. Look at who we are following. Who's following us? What's going on here, right? So retreat. What's the best gift that we can give? We need to be true to ourselves and not get some grandiose, I am just this, I'm the greatest gift to this earth. Because even Jesus didn't go on bragging about, hey, yeah, I'm here to save y'all, so worship me, right? He even says, don't worship me. It's the Father, right? Whatever it is. And dragon, right? That's the story of Dragonfly, was that he was the big, all-powerful dragon. And it was a little mouse, a little later animal came along and says, well, look, you can turn yourself into these great, big, powerful things. So, it's not so impressive. You're already big. How about you change yourself into something small? Well, of course, right? When you're letting that ego lead, well, then you can fall for crap like that, right? Excuse me? Dragon turned himself into Dragonfly, lost all of his magical powers, and remains as Dragonfly today. So the story goes. One of the story goes. But he's still got all those pretty colors, right? And the transformations that Dragon has to go through, it spends its, you know, most of its life as a nymph. The shortest time of its life is its time with its wings. So with my children, I tell them, us humans, it's kind of opposite, right? We spend most of our time in the adult bodies, well, depending on how the lifetime goes, but let's say on average, okay, we spend this much time being children and this much time being adults, right? Or acting like adults. This much time in child bodies and this much time in adult bodies. Let's just go that way, right? Okay. Okay, we don't need to go that deep. That's the problem. Maybe it's going too deep. We don't want to go too deep. We get stuck in the mud, right? And then we get into blah, 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 and we get all muddy. And as we're trying to get out of the mud, you're muddying up the water. We want to keep that clear. That's why we need to retreat. Just relax, right? And know that it'll come to us, right? As we're looking inside, we can ask for help from Spirit and see what's being reflected to us on the outside, right? See what's being reflected to us on the outside. That's getting in touch with who you are. What are you following? What is your intention, right? You know it. You know it better than anybody. It's an inside job. So get in there and do it. Bossy, bossy May. Ha ha ha. If you choose. If you like, it's up to you. Do what you like. We're all free will beings here. Okay. That's good. Okay, 36. I'm getting a little bit more yappy here. But yeah, I always went longer on these ones. I'm going to get more into them. Okay. So this is our lessons for today. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to be smacking all that stuff in your ears. Little look at the spread here. Hey, how you doing? Okay. So, right, this one. It's our Morning Star spread, right? So, daily theme, the lesson, the intent. Look at your intent, grace and ease. Like I used to say, oh, I learned my lessons the hard way, or I work best under pressure. No, now I say, please, thank you for bringing my lessons to me with grace and ease. My body can't take no more of the hard lessons, right? And then here is our blessing for today and our gift for today, right? That we all have this sacred space that we can retreat into. No matter what, no matter where we are, no matter where you are, you can do a dolphin breath, right? Hey, if you want to go in the bathroom because you're afraid somebody's going to turn around and look at you or something, then hey, go do it there. But it's always with you, right? So we can always find a little second to retreat, right? And here's the challenge today. When I was first talking, it might be to return home, but maybe, it's easier. It gets easier and easier to return to our own center and find our center with that dolphin breath, or to do that deep dive in there. But maybe today we don't want to go so deep, or maybe we have been going way too deep that we need to stop messing around in that mud so that water can clear and we can see, right? So what is that for you? Whether you're getting stuck in that mud because you're going way too deep, or are you not going deep enough, right? But we all must return home to our center, to our source that is within us all. Right? We're all a reflection of that divine source. And then our gift from Morning Star, right? We're then nurturing. Got to nurture ourselves and those sacred little beings in here, right? Aggressively shining our lights. There's no more need to fight. We need to shine our lights. Light and love is needed. So spread that light and love, right? With all your might, shine your light. And here's our gift from Grandfather Sun. An eagle flies closest to Grandfather Sun. Eagle is spirit. Eagle flies closest to Great Spirit. Great Oneness Divine. Right? And if we tap into that, we tap into our joy. That's the source of all. It's our spirit. It's the source of all. Leading from our intent. Right? We retreat in. We must go inside to find who we are, to see past the illusions. Right? Of whether we have a grandiose vision of ourselves or whether it's too small, whether we don't see the magical powers that we have or the abilities that we have. So take that time. So that's our gift today, because we know we can take that time and we can give that to others as well, their space for them to see themselves, not tell them who they are, but maybe somebody doesn't see their talents and we need to kind of point that out to them. Maybe somebody needs to come down off their high horse and say, yeah, can you train yourself into something small? You don't have to be big to be beautiful and be magical, right? Okay, yep. So we're leading the way. What are you letting lead your light? Because the intentions will lead you with grace and ease. Right? Get in touch with that today. Right? Seek inside. What are you following? What are you loyal to? You know, do you retreat? Give yourself that sacred space. Do you nurture yourself and others around you? Okay, have a beautiful day. There's our West Shield. Oh, and this is the Chariot. That's the summer card. Summer is coming! Okay, thank you. Thank you, beautiful beings. And have a wonderful, blessed day. Yes, beautiful, beautiful beings. Thank you for shining your light through in everything you do. Because, yeah, this world needs you. That's right. Let's do it. Shine it bright. Oh, love you, love you, love you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Have a wonderful,